Hello everybody and welcome to a new video here on MedSolutTV. Today we are going to talk about e-mobility again, but especially the battery research is what we are pointing our focus on, because their production and performance always leads to some question, and I think afterwards we'll be able to answer at least some of them. In the last episode we were talking about the basics and some advantages and disadvantages. If you're interested in more, you'll find the playlist linked in info card and description below. The central component of every electrical car is its battery. It mainly influences the vehicle costs and range. And the heart of this battery is a battery cell, which is meanwhile mainly on the lithium-ion technology, which is having a big energy density, and through that it is offering a high amount of charging circles. As Jörg Welke mentioned in the interview we had in the last episode, the development in the battery part is going forward with the interest in electric cars in general. This is why there are a lot of promising ideas for the future. But before checking them, let us talk about the actual state of research in this point. The battery offers a capacity of 40 to 100 kW per hour. Depending on the car type, it is possible to reach from 250 to 500 kilometers. For a combustion engine, the range depends as well on volume and size of the car. But assuming from a normal car, we're talking about something from up to 600 kilometers. The higher safety standards were leading to a lower risk of problems with the battery. Especially we are talking about fire breakouts, which could be really dangerous, explicit talking about electric cars. Because even if the battery seems extinguished, there is still the possibility of another fire breakout. But these safety standards are high, as I already mentioned. As well, during crash tests, deformation of the battery was not leading to fire breakouts, because it has got so-called crash sensor technology, which is switching the high voltage system immediately off during a crash. Okay, of course, a crash could lead to a quick end of the battery's life. But as well, this is a big part of research as well. They need to be long-lasting, and they need to provide and absorb a high amount of power. Up to 2000 charging cycles. The battery's range and capacity only decreases moderately, and afterwards it is declining much faster. Talking about the average with 300 kilometers range, it is possible to drive 600,000 kilometers during 2000 charging cycles. And as well, afterwards, the battery could be used as a fixed stational saver for 12 years long before being recycled. So the battery has to pass a lot of charging cycles before being recycled. But the question is, how long do they take meanwhile? This as well depends on the car type we are talking about. But for all of them, it is important to never completely charge and discharge them. What means something between 20 and 80% of their capacity is good. And there we have different time codes, from 70 to 22 minutes for a full charging of 80%, everything is possible. So something in between may be a realistic time code. To lead over to the future development, let us shortly mention Cobalt, which is still playing a big role in the battery technology. And there is a problem with Cobalt. On the one hand, of course, because it's one of the most expensive components of the battery technology, and on the other hand, because its toxicity and the associated environmental and health concerns it offers. And as well because of the fact that it is in some parts mined under inhuman conditions. Let's talk about future development and ideas for solving this cobalt problem, because there are already ideas. According to the emission goals several nations have, an increase in the importance of electric cars is expected. If you're interested in more about that, I recommend to you the series linked in the info card. It is one of the key points to increase the energy density and the power density as well. This would lead to a faster charging time and a longer driving distance. Meanwhile, there is no technology offering these two in an equal ratio. The German company Batterie, for example, is, according to reports, developing new battery cells which could be charged in up to 6 minutes, and through an extender they want to lead to longer driving distance. Especially the luxury and sports car sector is of their interest. On the other hand, the exploration of different cell types to lithium-ion is of importance as well. The solid-state battery could be seen as the most promising invention at this point. Different to the lithium-ion battery, in the solid-state battery, the energy is not moving through liquid, more it is moving to solid-state material, what is offering a higher safety and higher energy density. It is a really extensive topic, and if you're interested in hearing more about that, let me know in the comments below. To avoid these cobalt in the lithium-ion technology is, as I already mentioned, a really big part of research. And additional to the pioneer in this sector, Tesla, there are a lot of different companies and projects working on this problem. As for example the European Cobra project. What they want to do is not only developing in cobalt-free lithium-ion technology, as well they want to increase the durability to up to more than 2000 charging cycles, reduce the costs, and as well lead to more than 95% of recycling possibilities for the metal. And all of that until 2024 as well. It is just 3 years ago. So I think we could expect a really quick process in this point. A really nice process you could expect from this YouTube channel. If you are likely to create it with me together, just leave some comments and tell me what you're expecting of these series and the future episodes. On the other hand, you are able to hit the subscribe button and bell for not missing any other video, and for supporting us. Additional information according to this topic you are going to find at medsolut.com. There we've got our blog linked in the description. No matter if electric or combustion engine, make sure to drive safe, and until then I have to say goodbye and have a nice day.